What's cracking, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. New video. Today I'm gonna do a reaction to this whole GoldToes thing, right? And I know there's been several other channels to already speak on it, right? And I've already spoken on GoldToes in the past. You guys can check that video out. If I remember, I'll put it up so you can click on it. It's not really that important for me though. We're gonna speak on this right here, and I chose to go ahead and react to Conejos video because I don't know Conejo, but from everything that I always see, from things that I have heard, Conejo is always conducting himself, or is always conducting himself level-headedly, right? And so I feel like that's a voice that I want to react to. The sensationalistic stuff that other people are saying, and you know, it's not good for business. But let's get into this video and let's see what's happening.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your boy Conejo, and I'm back with another one. This one's about GoldToes. Is he taking over, or is he bridging the gap? You know, fools are like, es lo que no entiendo, la neta. Fools are talking about that he's taking over, but what is he taking over?
Exactly. I don't know what he's gonna say next, but look it, man. I'm not trying to be disrespectful to anybody, but small minds think small thoughts. Anybody trying to make this a red and blue thing, a north and south thing, red and blue, north and south, nobody in Southern California even cares about that. You know, I know the upstaters have their issues upstate, right? That's gangbanging though. But as far as Southern California, the north-south thing doesn't exist. So why make it an issue? This dude doesn't come, GoldToes doesn't come representing anything other than his business. He's trying to open up doors for everybody. I mentioned it before. The Crips and Bloods were able to do it. Look at how much money they have made together ever since. Look at Death Row. Look at all the Crips that were on death row making millions of dollars for that company and for themselves. You know, I've said it a bunch of times, man. There's two different mentalities I always talk to people about. Boss mentality and a curb server mentality. Those individuals that see this as a threat, GoldToes coming to Southern California and opening doors for everybody, they see that as a threat. That's not a boss mentality. That's a curb server mentality. You're sitting there on the corner waiting for that car to pass by while the boss is waiting for that plane to fly in. He's making money. Anyways, let's see what Conejo has to say.
Like, taking over what? De qué se está adueñando? You know? That shit don't even make no sense, honestly. But to me, I feel like he's just like bridging the gap, you know? Mm-hmm. He's an entrepreneur, you know, he's a music executive. Like, you know, he's doing shit with film now.
You notice how he didn't say he's a gang member? He's an entrepreneur, he's a businessman. He's branching into film. That's where it's at. Who does it? Look, rich people network. They see someone who's an asset to them and where they want to be, or what they would like to expand into, and say, hey, can I talk to you? Can I pull on your ear for a minute? Hey, you think we can exchange numbers? But Raza, for some reason, fuck that vato, eh? You know where he's from? He's not a gang member. Why is this going to be a gang issue? Because of small minds. Again, I'm not trying to disrespect anyone. I'm trying to make it clear. This is why we're always in each other's way. And people are going to say, well, that's selling out. Selling out to what? Selling out to who? You know, Conejo, again, open-minded individual. This vato goes and tours everywhere. All over California. All over the Southwest. New York. Chicago. He's everywhere. Why? Because one, he's an artist. Two, he's got a family and children to feed. He wants to put his kids through college, I'm sure, like everybody else would love to. He sees the bigger picture. I think Swifty Blue messes with them. That would be a great mentor for Swifty Blue. Swifty Blue got to just get out of his own way, man. Little One, I think he's doing stuff with them now. You know? More people should. Network. Help build each other up. Show the rest of the industry, hey, this can actually work. Don't get in each other's way and show the industry, man, these dudes can never get it together. They're talking north-south. They're talking about things that scare the fuck out of everybody in this industry. I'm talking about the executives. Makes no sense, man. If you're an artist and you want to get money, you get money. If you want to gangbang, get out there in the streets and go to prison or something, whatever else. I don't know. I don't know. It just doesn't. It makes no sense to me.
He has a lot of connections, you know, and if anything, he's down here now, breaking bread with the homies, like putting homies in a position to get money, to put out their music. You know, he's giving homies over here opportunities that sometimes they can't even get it from the homies that's down here. You know, they gotta go get it somewhere else. That's why I don't look at it that way. The way these fools are looking at it, you know? I don't know. La neta, no sé where's all that coming from and shit. But before I get more into that, let me thank everybody that pulled up to the Nightmare Before Christmas. You know, it was another successful event. It was year 5, so it was a Nightmare Before Christmas 5. You know, the co-headliner was Mr. Criminal, Tumex. We even had Cholo A5 in the fucking building. You know, that was like some legendary shit right there, you know. The homies from New York flew in. Los sospechosos, los más sospechosos. We had...
That's good shit right there, right? You got people working together, getting that money. Showing that they can put on a safe show, a safe promotion. That's very important. You know, people that remember the late 80s, the 90s, you know, concerts were very dangerous. That parking lot was going to be treacherous. And here we have these vatos putting on a show, giving the people what they want and doing it peacefully. And like you said, you got people coming in from New York, from everywhere. That's what it's about, man. Not putting yourself in a little box. Not keeping yourself in your county or your region of a state. That's not good for business.
At the homie Young Uno, the homies Brownsville. That's a new like group coming out of the city that just, you know, we don't see groups like that no more, you know? Ahorita it's like just like one rapper. You know, we don't see even a duo anymore. So to see like 5 dudes just fucking spitting on stage and you know, focus on bars, it's cool, you know?
And you know what else is cool? I'm thinking about this right now as I'm listening. You know what else is cool? That Conejo been in the game, what, 30 years? Over 30 years, right? And he's shouting out these new acts, this new group that's coming out of LA. He's mentioning Mr. Criminal. He's mentioning everybody that was there. He's not putting the shine on himself. He's putting the shine on everybody. Hopefully you guys are noticing that. And hopefully you guys will support everybody that he mentioned, as well as him. That's what it should be about, eh?
It's like hip-hop back then. Hip-hop back then, it was just all kinds of like different artists and groups, and you know, había variedad de todo. So, you know, shout out to everybody that participated in the Nightmare Before Christmas. Fucking DJ Survive. And, you know, it was brought to you by the underground hip-hop blog, Prime Films. You know, I want to send a big shout out to the squad and my band. You know, DJ Rick 1, on the bass, Proto, on lead guitar, Spoony Love, on the drums, Roland. And, you know what I'm saying?
Shouting out everybody.
So,
I appreciate that.
like I was saying, back to GoldToes. Like, fools are just overthinking this shit, you know? Que he was whipping a red lowrider. That red lowrider, from my understanding, belonged to one of the homies. So I don't know where the fuck fools are just like,
Nitpicking.
Fools are kind of stuck in the fucking past, you know? Cause I wear red all fucking day. Y a mí nadie me dice nada, la neta. I wear red, so what? And all the homies wear red, and LA wears red. They don't give a fuck. And
that's what I was talking about earlier. You know, yeah, I understand up north that, you know, they got the upstaters, and they're gangbanging. And I'm not trying to lessen what they're going through, right? But it's gangbanging, and in Southern California, there's gangbanging. But trying to bring the red and blue thing to Southern California, there's barrios in Southern California that their barrio color is red. Several barrios in Southern California, their barrio color is red. They will wear red paños, red whatever. You know, I've never understood anybody giving a color or a number power over them. You know what I'm saying? Like, you a motherfucking vampire? Like, you know how they say vampires are scared of garlic? How you going to make a color or a number your garlic?
I'm talking about LA, where I'm from. I'm from the west side. I'm from West Adams. You know, right there, right, South Central's right there. We don't care about that. We don't care about colors. I don't know where all this shit's coming from, you know? Especially nowadays, the climate's different. Mm-hmm. There's something else going on, you know? So for fools to be still pushing that, like, that shit's lame as fuck, la neta. You know, so yeah, GoldToes came down here, shot that video. So what? That shit's cool. The homeboy Little One's in that fucking video.
There it is there.
How, you know, that's as south as you could go. You know, he's from Southeast San Diego.
Shout out to Southeast. Shout out to all of San Diego.
Even the homie Baldacci was right there. And you guys already heard lo que el Baldacci had to say about that. So, I don't know. Estos güeyes también alucines with that shit.
You know, and from my understanding, GoldToes has branched out to Texas. He's embraced in Texas. Of course, he's embraced in Northern California, where he grew up. Never gangbanged. You know, I don't understand why people want to throw this whole gangster thing on him when he's a businessman. But so he's got 2 regions minimum that embrace him for what he's doing to help people. And obviously, from what Conejo just said, there are people in Southern California that are embracing him. We got to get out of our own way, man. If somebody with connections to bigger things in your industry comes into your life, how do you shun that man for something that he has no part of? How do you box yourself out of feeding your family, of making a legacy potentially making a legacy. Potential ain't shit until it's realized. Potential is just potential. So any artist that feel they have potential, make these connections. Figure it out. Find out. Tap into your potential. Put it into work. Put it in motion. Create a legacy, man. Get out of the box. Quit putting yourselves in boxes.
You know, fucking my cat right here going crazy. He's in the fucking jumper. Hey, ponte en paz, cabrón.
Oh, shit. Hold on now.
All right, yup. But like I said, el GoldToes, he just over here breaking bread, you know? And like LA, I don't see LA, nobody in LA having an issue. It's like, I'm talking about LA. The fucking, like if you drop a pin and that pin is in LA, Los Angeles, that's us. You know, I don't see nobody right there having an issue with it. It's fools outside of that fucking pin that are like, trying to like, I don't know, like if they got an agenda, you know? You know, they need to leave that shit alone. That shit, it's not gonna work, you know?
So I'm looking at this picture. GoldToes is blued up. I wonder if anybody up north had a problem with that. I highly doubt it. You see a person for who they are, eh? Don't make him the boogeyman. You're fucking yourself. He's going to continue to make money. He's going to continue to help artists and work with artists that he knows will be successful. And those that bring bullshit into the game, you're not going to get far, man. You're not. It's so unfortunate that raza always, let me take that back. It's so unfortunate that a lot of raza can't see the bigger picture, especially those that were blessed with a talent to rap or act, sing, produce music, whatever it is, eh? How many raza rappers are doing car shows and rapping at swap meets and shit? And how many black rappers are doing that? How many black rappers are selling out arenas? And how many raza ones are? How is it that their shows and in the show, you go to a concert and there's Crips and Bloods working together? Crips and dudes from the Bay Area working together. And then here you have a businessman coming into Southern California saying, hey man, I'm willing to break bread. And people are bringing up shit that he's not even a part of. I feel like I'm saying the same thing over and over, but I really want people to get it, man. You know, you don't have to agree with me. Obviously, there's going to be people that are going to be in the comments. They're going to say you're full of shit. Whatever you're going to say, fine, eh? Fine. But remember this. I'm trying to preach positivity. I'm trying to get people to realize their potential and not just stay with potential. It goes nowhere, right? Making negative comments, that's the energy that's stuck on you. If all you get out of this video or the video I'm reacting to or what GoldToes is trying to do, if all you get out of that is negativity, that's your energy. You might want to evaluate that. Start there. Fix that. Negative energy is bad, Holmes.
And you know, I went up to the Bay and I shot a video. You know, I didn't have no problem. I shot the video in San Francisco. That's GoldToes City. I shot it in San Francisco, I shot it in Oakland, and I shot it in Berkeley. And we were out there, we had fun. Ain't nobody, like, I mean, obviously we were respectful and courteous to anybody that we did encounter, but I didn't have no issues, la neta. We had fun doing that shit out there. You know, it looks different. Está diferente esa madre. So for the homies de acá from down here, that's all they do, shoot videos right here. Try getting out. Give the fucking screen a different look. You know, try something different, try something new.
Not only that, I remember 1995, I got a letter. After I got busted, my road dog joined the military, right? Tried to get in the Marine Corps, but he had a bad back, so they sent him to the Navy. 1995, I get a letter from him. And I'm going to tell you guys, and it's going to fit with this video, I think. I'm glad I thought of this. I'm glad Conejo just said what he said to make me think of this. Because those people with negative energy, that's who I was. 1995, on my life sentence, I'd only been down a few years, full of hate, full of negative energy. My road dog, this dude was like my fucking brother, went to the Navy, wrote me a letter. He said, man, Holmes, I've been in the Navy 9 months. I remember he said 9 months. And he said, I've been to 7 different countries already, homie. The world's fucking beautiful. It's a whole lot bigger than the barrio. You know what I did? I was pissed. I crumpled that fucking letter up and I threw it in the trash. I said, this fool sounds like a fucking pussy. That ain't my homeboy. I don't know who the fuck that is. So I get when people hear this shit, but listen, my homeboy in 9 months saw 7 different countries and saw the world completely different. So when Conejo says, hey, get out of your neighborhood. When you want to record a video, don't just do it in your barrio. Don't do it in your county. Go somewhere else and experience that life. Even if it's only for a day, experience something new. It'll expand your horizons a little bit. And every time you do that, it expands it even more.
I'm fuckers tired of seeing the same shit over and over and over and over. Like if it was something new, but it's not, you know? And on top of that video, I did 2 shows up there. The first show I did was in Monterrey, ahí en Monterrey, que queda como unos 25, 30 minutos de Salinas. And you know Salinas, that's headquarters para ellos. And when we did that, it was a festival. It was like a weed festival. All these artists was right there, que E40, que just like they were all right there, you know. And you don't gotta ask me. You could even ask them. They were deep as fuck, and they showed nothing but respect. And they were, you know, they were real cordial with us, la neta, because if they wanted to, they could have rushed us on the spot, and they didn't. Because la neta, for every one of us, it was like 1 to 10, 1 to 20 against us. That was the odds, you know. Y nada, they even accepted merch from us, you know. Fools, you know, we slid them some all bitches rattle sweaters and some it all comes back sweaters and posters and all that shit, you know. They didn't rip those shits up and throw them on the floor. Nah.
That's respect.
Hell nah. I'm not saying that we were all like got all close or anything like that, but it was just like mutual respect and you know, we weren't out there like, we came to do a show, so that's what we did. And la neta, we didn't have no issues, dog. And we were, it was obvious we were in their fucking house, you know what I'm saying? It was obvious, la neta. And even for them,
and we know stories where the opposite happened. And I don't know artists that you know, where they try to rush the stage or started throwing bottles or whatever. But we've heard of it happening, and I say, what are the lyrics that those rappers are spitting? You know, if you've try to make it part of your career to play that game, then of course you're not going to be welcome in that area. You know, like I said, Cornell's been around shit. I think before I even went to YA, he started making music, right? And he's always carried himself, from what I've seen, level-headed. Maybe in his young career, you know, he bumped heads with a couple people, but it's been a long time of positivity, and I think that's probably that energy. It brings it's a magnet to the same. Negative is going to bring negative to you. Positive is going to bring positive. So he was able to go somewhere that was obviously very dangerous, and he was given respect and was able to get in, do a show, and get out. That's saying a lot, man. For those that know, that's saying a lot.
Them, like, que nos miraron nosotros, like, you know, I was rocking burgundy and you know, I don't know if they trip out when they see us, you know, wearing red and shit like that, you know? But I did that one. Then earlier this year I did the show with Prayers in San Francisco. And same thing, they pulled up. They were real cordial, showed respect. And you know, they had some words with us, but it was all like, la neta, it was all love. I didn't feel nothing, you know, a street motherfucker, he feels like something's going on, you know, and we're not naive like that to think that.
I think this video, I can't, whenever I do reactions, I can't see the clock. So I don't know how long this video is right now, but I feel it's very long. I don't want to drag it on any further than it needs to be. I think we get the point. There's about 2 minutes left in this video, but you know, Rabbit's making a lot of good points. Conejos making a lot of good points. And so I'm stopping a lot and speaking on it. But I feel you guys get my point of view. And hopefully there's some people that are gonna say, that makes a little bit of sense. I really hope there's artists out there that see this, that say, you know what? It makes sense. I got to get out of my own way. You don't want to be, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful, you don't want to be Kid Frosty. You don't want to be 60 years old or whatever he is at a swap meet rapping. I'm not trying to disrespect him, but I'm just saying, take advantage. Do not let potential that you have remain potential. That's my video for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, do me a favor, hit a like, leave a comment, and share it with somebody you think would enjoy it. With that said, everybody, please be safe, be smart, and tell the ones you love that you love them. I'm out.